Beautiful family, welcome to Organic Movement 1. We're gonna get started with a warm-up for 30 seconds, doing circles of the neck with the head. We're gonna be alternating sides so you don't get dizzy. And we'll be doing this for 30 seconds. Really feel all the range of movement on your neck. Feel those lines of tension. We'll do one more. And let's switch. We're gonna get now the spine warmed up. And we're gonna first expand the chest, retract your scapula, and then protract. The arms are gonna help you get a deeper stretch. This is not about getting stretches passively. As you can see, these are dynamic stretches. Get yourself warmed up, feeling the spine. Started with the cervical spine, now we're focusing on the thoracic. Later on, we're gonna go down to the hips. So use again your arms to expand chest and contract. Expand, you can inhale on the expansion and exhale as you contract. One more, inhale and exhale. Now we're gonna lower down into this deep squat. Feel the squat. You may have mobility issues with your ankles, and this might not be a comfortable position for you. So use your hands and then start moving your hips, finding these ranges very organically. It's not finding a right or wrong form, just keep your toes always on the floor. Place some weight on your hands so it's easier on your feet and on your ankles. You may want to touch the floor with one knee as you get warmed up. Switching back and forth. You may want to draw some circles. So really get in tune with how your hips are feeling. You may hear some cracking, and that's fine. We'll stay here, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. Great, now let's place one knee on the floor. We'll start with the left leg. So step forward, then find a deep stretch, hip flexors. We're not gonna be focusing more on the ankles, but just the hips. And we're gonna be taking steps in different directions. You can place a pad on the other knee if it's not comfortable. And again, just explore different ranges. Notice that if you reach far, you're gonna be focusing more on the hips. If you reach close, it's gonna be more of an ankle focused movement. We'll do a couple more. And let's switch sides and step. So again, explore different angles. One side might feel more open than the other one, and that's okay. It's every day. You might get different sensations on one side or the other. So really get a feel of how your hips are feeling today before we get with more intense movements. Let's do a couple more. One more over there, and great, let's switch into the next one. For this one, you can use your hands again. And what we're gonna be doing is getting into a deep squat. Feet can be together, close together, or they can be here. Just pick one stance and stick to it. And from here, I'm gonna switch forward, touch your knees on the floor, and extend your hips. Let's go back to the initial position. Place your hands floor, knees on the floor, extend those hips. You might be getting warmed up, might be feeling it on your feet. Your toes might be feeling sore already. So go easy with them. It's just a warm up. Great, breathe in, breathe out. Right here. And we'll do one more. Extend. And great. Now we're gonna place your hands on the floor. Elevate your knees. So you're gonna be in this tabletop position. And what we're gonna be doing is shifting the weight by just raising one hand and then the other hand, one foot, and then the other foot. And try to be mindful where the tension is going through the core. So you raise one foot and the other. Now you can play with patterns by maybe raising this foot and bring it here. The other one, maybe here. So you can be creative with it. One hand, the other, up, one hand, and the other. Now, bring your feet together, get into this forward fold, hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start raising until you're standing. And breathe. Take a couple of deep breaths. Let's get ready for the practice. We're gonna start with the first block, ground movements. We have 4 exercises, and all of them are gonna be on the ground. So you ready? First one, it's gonna be a bear crawl. So you're familiar with bear crawls if you have done Primal Elements 1. And we're just gonna be walking around in a bear crawl position for 45 seconds. Then we have 15-second rest between exercises. That's when I'm gonna tell you which exercise is next. And we have 2 variations per exercise. First one, this is the bear crawl. That's the easier variation. Harder variation, that's the one that I'm gonna be doing with you guys. And it's gonna be including just little push-ups in the bear crawl. So get ready. We're gonna be starting 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Let's get into a bear crawl. Move around. You can cross your hands. Start moving. Keep that core engaged. Imagine that you have a ball on your back that you don't want to drop. And then let's go for a couple push-ups. 3, 2, 1, and let's go with 1 and 2. And let's keep crawling. Got a couple more. Let's go. 1, 2. Great. Come on, just 5 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Second exercise is gonna be a duck walk. So keeping a deep squat, just walking around. You can walk backwards. If this is tough for you, just use your hands. So let's start in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Like I said, you have an easier variation, which pretty much just use the hands, decrease the load that you're moving by just helping yourself out. Maybe your heels are not touching the ground first time you do it, but eventually you'll get to do it without your hands. So let's go for about 10 seconds. Be mindful of your breath. 3, 2, 1. And let's switch. Now we have a crab walk. We're gonna be in this position for this one. This is the easier variation. I'm gonna be just walking backwards, sideways, just like we did. And then for the harder variation, we're gonna be dragging your feet right here, and then take a couple steps and then drag. Okay, so we'll start in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So keep a couple walks, extend your legs and drag them. Let's go backwards, extend the legs and drag them. Be very open with your movement. It doesn't have to be rigid, not giving you cues on form. So you can go one side, the other, drag it from here, drag it sideways. Be creative with it, even though we're gonna be working on creativity in the water section. And 1. Great. Last one, squats. You're familiar with them. Now we're gonna be squatting in different angles. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go with one squat. I'm gonna step forward, do another squat. Take a different step, different angle, another squat. Maybe switch your feet. So we're gonna be squatting in different angles. As you can see, the theme of this practice, that's why it's called organic movement, is to find those movements that you don't really think about. These angles, they just happen, improvising. I feel like stepping there. So let's do one more. And great, now we're gonna be resting for 1 minute before we start with the second round. Now you have a feeling of the first round. Was it hard? Was it easy? Movements that you needed assistance with? Movements that were actually easy for you? And also the intensity of the movements. Are you moving too slow? Are you moving too fast? Pick it and see what movements you can push a little bit and which ones you're actually fine with the tempo that you're in. So let's get ready for our second round. Now keep in mind that we're gonna have a fire block, which is gonna be high intensity. So just be mindful of that before you get burned out in the ground block. And we're gonna start in 10. So remember the first one, bear crawls. Bear crawls with push-ups or just bear crawls in different directions. Start in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. We're gonna get a few more push-ups than on the first round. So let's go for 2. 1, 2, great. Let's walk around. Let's go for 3 now. 1, 2, 3. Notice that I'm trying to keep my elbows tight to my body. Let's go for 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Great. Let's go backwards now. This is different. Take some coordination. And a couple more push-ups. 1, 2. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. And rest. Remember the second one? It's the duck walk. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, dog walks. On these ones, you can actually use your arms to counterbalance. Keep that balance as you're standing on one foot, right here. This is a great one since you're not changing levels. You can actually notice your breath. You're breathing fast. Did you do too many push-ups? And also, don't judge yourself, just use your hands if you need to finish the rest of the set. And let's rest. Next one, crab walk with dragging. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's start with a couple steps. 1, 2, drag. Switch sides. 1, 2, drag. Okay, let's go sideways. You'll see that as you go sideways, you're gonna need to retract just a little more right here. And drag. 1, 2, drag. Let's go forward, drag. So where do you feel it when you drag? Is it your core? Is it your triceps? Saying hi there. And 1, great. Let's rest. Let's get ready for the last one. I feel like this one was quicker, right? Let's go with the squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a big wide step, like a Cossack squat there. Front, lunge, but you're free to take whichever step you feel like. You can go close, you can go hip width, faster, slower. You can cross. Right here. See which ranges of motion are most comfortable for you. And 1. So that was the second round. Let's take another minute, rest, and we'll go with the last one before we jump into the fire element. Fire element. Let's take this minute so I get you introduced to it. So once we're finished with the third round, we're gonna be starting with the fire section. It's gonna be 50 seconds, actually 40. It's gonna be 40 seconds of each movement. We only have 2 movements, followed by a 20-second rest. So I advise that you on the first set, take it easy, get a feel of the movements, and then on the second and third round, and then on the second round, you can increase the intensity and really go after it. So we have 15 seconds left. Take some deep breaths. Another rule here is that every time that we rest, you cannot sit. There's always 3 limbs have to be touching the ground. So 1 hand, 2 feet, it can be here, here, whichever position you choose. But if you want to stand, you can stay here. So it's up to you. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, and let's go with the bear crawls again. Let's go sideways. Ready for some push-ups? 3, 2, 1, and let's go for 3. 1, 2, 3. Great. Nice. Notice that if you open your legs wide, your knees, you can get a deeper range of motion. Let's go for a couple more. 1, 2. Great. breathe. Let's go for 5. 1, 2, don't think about it. 3, 4, 5, nice. We're almost there. Walk backwards. I'm saving the last push-ups of the round. So let's go for them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Very nice. Take a deep breath now. 15-second rest. Go by way too fast. And let's get ready for dog walks. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. On this one, you can actually make it harder by going slower, since you have to keep the balance on one leg. Or just do the variation that you're doing. You'll definitely feel it. In this round, things are getting a little more intense. Muscles burning. Stuff that you thought was easy, now you start to think about it. So 3, 2, 1, and rest. 50 seconds. Let's get ready for the crab walk. Get those arms extended on that crab walk. Also your hands facing to the sides. That's gonna help you keep the balance easy. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. And drag. You can drag as many times as you want. Just guiding you here. And drag forward or to the side, whichever you feel like. And add those drags to it. You may want to do it in patterns, going in circles. Keep that core tight. We're not doing this variation yet, so stay low. Drag. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna go for the last one. Squats. Organic squats, different directions. You know the drill. And we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go with the first one. Together, and go. Step, step to the side. You can switch the leading leg. You can alternate. Do maybe a couple reps with one, a couple reps with the other one. This one is one of those interesting exercises because you might find some movement patterns that you haven't done, you've never done before. And some of them are already available to you. And the ones you do them, you're like, hey, didn't know I could do that. So let's go for a couple more. 3, 2, 1. And that's it. You're done with the ground block. Then we're gonna rest for 1 minute and we're gonna get started with the fire element. So the first exercise on the fire element is gonna be the loading to the step, front step, load to front step. So we're gonna start in this position and then we're gonna place your foot in between your hands and you're gonna raise your right hand. If you're moving your right foot, raise your right hand. This is the variation that I'm gonna be doing with you guys. Easier variation though. You have it on top and it's gonna be just placing front foot right in between your hands without raising any hand. So this is one variation. Let's repeat. So this is first variation. This is the easier variation. So that's the first exercise. Second exercise is gonna be standing. So we're gonna be shuffling. And the point of the fire section is to perform these exercises as fast as you can. Now, first round, take it easy because it's 40 seconds doing the same exercise and you only have 20-second rest before you do the next one. So take it easy on the first one, get a feel of it. And then on the second one, we're gonna fire things up. So this is the first exercise, second exercise. We're gonna switch. So right foot is gonna go in the back and quickly return to the initial stance. So this is the first variation, 1, and we're gonna be doing this for 20 seconds and then switch, boom, coordinate with your hands. Notice that it's counterbalancing, so right hand in front, left foot in front, right here. Cool? Easier variation, just go with 1, boom, and we're gonna be switching without going back to the first position. So you're ready? Let's go with the first one. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So back and 1, 2, just one side first, and then we'll get the other one. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's place. Let's go with the left. 1. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We have 15, actually 20 seconds on this one, 5 seconds extra since it's more intense. So pick your stance. I'll go with right foot in front. So right foot in front, left hand in front. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, and switch. 10 seconds. 5, 2, and rest. Have 1 minute rest now. To slow down, heart rate. Same rules apply though. You want to rest, put one hand on the ground, squat low, or hey, here's another option. You can go into this one if this feels comfortable. The point is not to relax completely. Actually give you an extra challenge here. If you have a hard time flexing the knees, again, you can extend one and then switch with the other. You can touch it there, feeling the pump on your legs. And let's get ready to start. In 3, 2, 1, let's get in position and let's go. 1. Oh, okay. 1. Let's push it a little bit now. Last round. And switch. 10 seconds. 2, 1. 20-second rest. Let's get ready for those shuffles. Slow down. Control the breathing. Slow it down even if it's hard. Start in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Ten seconds. And let's switch. 1. Come on, we're almost there. Push it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Very good. We're done with earth, which is ground movements, fire, which is this more intense movements. And now we're gonna get into the water element. So what is it? On the water element, we're gonna be mixing all of the movements that you've done so far by improvising. So try to follow me. I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing. I just know that I'm gonna be picking these 6 exercises that we've done, the 4 on the earth element and the 2 on the fire, and just mix them up just as it flows. That's why it's on the water element. It's gonna be 1 set of 1 minute, and then we're gonna rest for 30 seconds and repeat it for another set. So it's 2 sets, which means 2 rounds, and we're gonna be done with this element. So you ready? We're gonna be starting in 10 seconds. So you have 10 seconds to remember what you did on the previous elements. Just to refresh your mind, we've done bear walks, we've done duck walks, we've done crab walks with the drag, and we've done squats on the ground, and then on the fire, shuffles, and the loaded to the front step. So we're starting 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Let's go. See where your body takes you here. So you might find transitions that you haven't thought of, like going from crab into squats. Now I'm gonna stay quiet and let you flow. Still have 25 seconds. Remember that you can do push-ups on the bear crawl. We're almost there. You have 5 seconds. And done with the first one. You have 30 seconds now to rest. Think about what you did. There is no perfection here. It's just whatever comes naturally in the moment. It's very, very unusual that you have 2 sets that you do exactly the same thing. So just don't be judgmental and let it flow. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Let's kick it up a notch on this one. Remember the drags, squats. Still have 25 seconds. See what you didn't do. So improvise, but at the same time, think about what you're missing. 10 seconds. Okay, let's go, let's go. We're almost done there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. We're done with ground, fire, water. Now for air. You're probably not expecting this. What we're gonna be doing is just a grounding exercise. So as you breathe, first take a hip width stance. Start to take deep breaths. You may close your eyes or leave them open. And after all this movement that we've done, what we're going to be doing now is just observe how your body is feeling. Your heart pumping. Your breathing rate slowing down. And you feel your legs full of blood, congested, your arms. Maybe even some shakiness. So just stand there and place your attention there. Internally, scanning your body from your toes up to your head. You may feel your heart pumping. You may feel it in your head, in your fingers, in your toes, in your core. So let's take one big inhalation. And let it out. Once again. And now we'll finish the session by just standing here. Try not to think about the session, how you did. Was it too hard for you? Was it too easy? Thoughts may arise. I'm so out of shape. I'm actually better than I thought. And just focus on the sensations. Okay. Well, that was today's session. Thanks for practicing with me, for joining me in this organic movement 1, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.